one thing I can tell you is a brand is a dangerous thing. And if once you figure out that you know how to use your brand,
sure,
there is no limit.
It's powerful.
I have not yet figured out how far or where the direction is because I didn't think that, I started my Instagram journey because of you.
Nah.
So
I'm a scrub.
So when we met,
yeah,
I was listening to a lot of people on Instagram and they were like sitting in a podcast, similar situation. And they're like,
Yep.
I own 5,000 units in Delaware, in Wisconsin, in Minnesota. And you're just like, I've never seen you in front of these places. And I don't know, you still live at home with your mom. Like, it just doesn't make sense, bro.
Make it make sense, please.
And then on the way to your podcast, I said, you know what, Richie? I think, and it was just I said, today you're gonna make a social media presence. That's it, today. And then I met you, and I put up a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
And then I started to blog, and in the 2, maybe 1.5 years short time,
bro,
it blew. 10 million people are in and out of my account every 6 months.
Fire.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Fire.
And I'm recognized now when I go to get a coffee, a bagel. people stop me.
Bro.
And I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything.
I love this
I haven't done anything, bro.
I love this dude.
But I haven't done anything. I promise
He's a
you.
freaking liar. I love him.
No. I haven't done anything.
He's not a real liar. He's a fake liar.
Wait, when I do something, I'm gonna say.
You gonna let the world know?
I'm gonna be like, yo, that was me, bro. I didn't get there yet. But yeah, so that I do want to create a hub where I can invite athletes, invite high net worth individuals.
Sure.
And an avenue.
Why high net worth? We see that once people kind of get good, they move into the high, and I get it. I think I get it. But when you say it today, I want to hear you say, why are you identifying the high net worth clientele into your ecosystem? What do you feel like you're going to bring to it?
Well, I want to make a move.
Uh-huh.
And in order to get a big percentage move,
Yeah.
you need to have big percentage money.
Boom.
Yeah, you could invest in certain instances 500,000 and turn it into 50 million. In life, there has been those investments.
Sure.
For sure. They're not probable and they're not consistent. But when you deploy $75 million of capital, you can expect a minimum 20% return. And instead of making you made 15 million on 75 million, that's a move. That's a move.
It's a move.
And that's what, when I say high net worth, you want to play in the big league, you got to play with the big players.
Boom.
You want to be on the championship team, you got to have a championship roster.
Yeah. And I ask that because so many people will feel left out in relation to, and maybe they will be left out, but in relation to opportunities and access, right? And that's the reason why I like, because it's, that's the common theme that we'll all hear. And for me as a young man, not knowing anything about the world, not knowing anything about the business, I felt left out, even though I was an athlete.
Yeah.
I felt left out because I'm like, no, I'm not high net worth.
I'll tell you where the problem is. You just didn't have the right people approach you.
And I learned that. I literally learned it.
And another thing is not everybody can be left out. It's just a level of degree that people are willing to participate in. For example, my first deal was not millions of dollars.
Sure.
We bought a single family home.
Nice.
A single family home, which you could take a mortgage out on 30%.
Yeah.
Just the NFL, the NBA, all the leagues, MLB, the boxers, the golfers,
Yeah.
the professional NASCAR racers are not exposed to the individual actually making money.
Sure.
They're exposed to their financial manager,
That's it.
their accountant, their business manager.
I'll tell you.
And usually those people are introduced to them by the coach or the or some sort of brother
liaison, agents.
yeah, brothership program that you have, and like, David, you're a rookie, so I'm gonna take you under my wing. By the way, I use this guy as my agent, this guy does my hair, this guy does my nails.
Yep.
And then you start asking him questions like, where do you get your suits from? And you're going off of his contacts now.
There you go. And it, like I said, as simple as that could be, if you get connected to the wrong kind of people, then you have a poor network. You have a poor ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the athletes in my era, we weren't as educated. This is a new era athlete. This is the age of athlete where
You would be surprised how many athletes DM me
Oh man,
directly now.
I already know. Well, I mean, number one, you know, and like I said, I don't have to do anything. Here's my thing: is I really believe when you live authentically, great things happen.
For sure.
I mean, like authentically, incredible. You have to be authentic and you have to be credible. And I think at the end of the day, you know, when you're not credible, you get the Diddy situation.
Yes.
The light's gonna turn. Light gonna come on eventually.
Eventually,
for everybody.
the spotlight. Yes.
So I mean, like at some
careful.
point, the jig is up. So at some point, you actually got to know what you're talking about, because if you're a charlatan, you might persuade some people, and eventually you're gonna find out you're a charlatan and you lose everything.
Yeah.
Right now, you know, some people are multiple con artists. They just keep at it, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I think about the kind of people who would reach out, it's listen, man. You watch somebody, you listen to them, you recognize that maybe they're credible, you're interested. Where athletes lose is they typically don't know all the questions to ask, and if they don't have someone with great integrity, then
They're trusting.
they're like, number one, everybody wants to be good at what they're not.
Yes.
Right? Everybody wants what they don't have, right? So the athlete wants to be a rapper, he wants to be a real estate investor, he wants to be the finance guy, whatever.
But he's an athlete.
But he's an athlete right now.
Yes.
Right?
He's practicing that.
And at the end of the day, if he doesn't perfect that and gain enough knowledge in all these other areas,
You lose out.
then he'll lose out on the unique opportunity he had as being an athlete.
That was
So
part
it's
of
people
the
like you.
Yeah, that was part of the branding. How else is a guy like me supposed to get into the real estate development business? No family money. I didn't have a business where I was pumping out millions of dollars year over year that I was saving.
Sure.
One day I just said I want to be a developer, and I syndicated a deal.
Yeah.
And I did it again and again and again. I said there's got to be a faster route to get to the top.
I love it.
You need to work and partner. You need to have good camaraderie.
Just said it right there.
And bring people in. By the way, when you bring them in, you're giving them an opportunity.
It's good.
At the same time, you're giving yourself an opportunity. So when you do that trade-off, he wins, I win.
Now we winning.
Yes, now we winning. And that team, by the way, you do right by one guy, another guy will come by.
Come on.
Another guy will
Get
come
him,
by.
Zav.
His cousin, his sister, his brother.
Get him, Zav.
Because now you have, like what you said, credibility. You have ethical, you're moral, you're trustworthy, your word has a value.